Hey, guys, I'm sorry I'm late. Of course, I'm not sorry enough to change my behavior. So that's just going to be the way it is. Hey, listen, today's going to be really, really fun. We're going to figure out how to make the game scarier, okay? We've got all the platforms, the rotating platforms, ready to go. We did all that last week. Now we're just putting together the level design. Felipe's my 3D artist. We're working together to create a very bleak and creepy hotel, okay? So come on in and join me as we figure out how to make things scarier. By the way, guys, 19 hours left, and then the Black Friday sale is over. And this does come only once a year. It is a massive sale event. You're gonna get 50% off full-time game dev, which is a course about how to make 2D games, 3D games, but more importantly, how to market your game, how to make $100,000 with just a demo. Can't make any promises. I can just tell you what I've done, but also what several of my students have done as well. These students recently told me that they went full-time because they secured funding using the methods that I taught them. This is Lord Grimm, went full-time with funding. That means money to make their own indie game to go full-time, which is awesome. Chris also raised $150,000 on Kickstarter at Squid Shock Games. Also, you're going to get 2D Art Pro and 3D Art Pro totally free. Guys, there's only 15 seats left, okay? And it's winding down. 1 day left, so be sure to take advantage of that using the link below. Let's go ahead and jump right into the hotel. Let's go. By the way, guys, feel free to download my free 2D game kit below. It's totally free. It's my treat to you. I used this exact 2D game kit to make a game for PewDiePie in 14 days, and then I got to play it in front of his subscribers, which was really awesome. So download that. Use it however you want. It's my treat to you. Yeah. Okay. Guys, do you know how special you are to me? You really, guys, you mean a lot to me. I mean, just those of you who support the channel, and those of you who hang out with me during the live stream, it really makes this job less lonely. So I really appreciate it. So I just wanted to say a huge thank you very much for joining me today. Okay, guys. Wow. I mean, Felipe has done such an incredible job here. I just want to give a huge shout out to those of you in the chat yesterday who told me about deferred rendering. Okay. We were using forward rendering. And actually, forward rendering sucks because you can only have 8 lights, real-time lights at a scene. Well, I switched over to deferred lighting, and now we don't need to bake the lights, which is, I mean, that's amazing. Like, that's the greatest thing ever. So I'm very, very excited because we have these flickering lights. These lights here will flicker as well. And it's using deferred lighting in the universal render pipeline. Now, what's funny is when I first started making 3D games, I always thought it was funny how people were obsessed with talking about universal render pipeline or high definition render pipeline or built-in. I thought, man, you guys are stupid. You're obsessing about the wrong things. But what I realized was you have to be thinking about the render pipeline. If you don't think about the render pipeline, well, you're not going to be able to optimize for certain platforms. So now we're going to be using URP deferred lighting because we can use dynamic lighting. Now, here's the thing about dynamic lighting that you guys need to understand. It's important to remember that shadows are going to kill your performance. So what me and Felipe are doing is we're basically creating a, well, maximum in which the shadows can render. So if I'm back here, the shadows will slowly stop rendering. Right when I get to this wall, those shadows actually disappear, okay? You can't see it, but those shadows actually disappear. Now, why are we talking about lighting and shadows as it pertains to Resident Evil? That is making this game creepy like Resident Evil. Well, lighting is everything. In a creepy game, lighting is absolutely everything. This, to me, that's pretty creepy, right? And that's because and if we hit play here, you're gonna notice things are going to be much more creepier than they were yesterday. Let's turn on the sound here. Things are much creepier than they were yesterday. Why is that? Well, we have a subtle flickering. You can barely see it. We have shadows, right? See all these creepy shadows now? That's because of the real-time lighting. Okay. The flashlight. I love the lighting roll-off. I don't know what you call it. The fall-off for spotlights is so much better in deferred lighting. You don't get a harsh flashlight. It's very clean. So overall, guys, I am loving deferred lighting. It is a huge blessing to use deferred lighting. So this is how we're making the scene creepier. We have a lot more shadows now. We have a lot more control over our lighting. And Felipe and I were just talking about this today, how if you're going to make something creepy, less is more, right? So notice how there's plenty of lighting over here, but it's very dull over here and bleak. That's great, honestly. We don't need an even distribution of lights. And even, watch this, if we move this stairwell, and we go over here, look, isn't that creepy? Flickering light, and it's all real time. So this ever-changing hotel is extremely dim lit. It's a place you just don't want to be in, honestly. It reminds me, how many of you have been to Mickey's Haunted House in Disney World? Anybody? 1 yes, 2 no. 1 yes, 2 no. Now, we could probably light this scene a little bit more, but I think overall looks pretty good to me. A lot of 2s. Wow. Really, guys? What the heck? You haven't been? Oh, man, it's great. That's what I want this game to feel like, is a ride that you might find in Disney World. Okay, so right now, Felipe is currently dressing all of this, okay? So all of this needs to be dressed. So what we need to do today is we need to create some textures. Do you guys notice how things are looking a little bit bland, right? The solution, at first, I love that lighting. The solution was, initially, me and Felipe were like, okay, let's just put more furniture. Well, no, it's not really that kind of game. It's not like Resident Evil in the sense that there's a bunch of furniture blocking your way. But we're going to create variation with texture, and we've already got some textural variation here. But what if we did a little bit of, I don't know, ceiling variation, okay? So let's actually work on our first item on our list, which is nasty ceilings, okay? So this is one. Let's see if we can create another kind of nasty ceiling, just a dirty old ceiling, okay? I believe what we can do here is we can actually take our ceiling. This is probably something I probably don't want to do, but I'm going to do it anyway. We have this plaster with wood trim here. What I'm going to do is, the reason I say this is I told Felipe at the very beginning of this project, I said, I want all of our textures to basically have the same size. But I have this theory. Where's the one with wood? There it is. I have this theory that we can actually scale up these textures by 400% or 200%. And then have a very subtle wood trim on one side, okay? So we're gonna actually take these. I'm gonna make all of these one here, and I'm gonna duplicate them, because I just feel like we could have a little bit more variation on that ceiling. So we're in Photoshop right now, and a lot of you might be wondering, I thought this was a 3D game, why is it Thomas in Photoshop? Well, I mean, I hope that's a easy question to answer. All of our textures are created in Photoshop. Well, not all of them, but a lot of them are. Okay, so there we go. Good, good, good. So I'm going to save that. And then hopefully, if we drag this onto this face here, we'll get the same sort of UV unwrap. Okay, so there's plaster. This is going to be plaster with wood trim. Let's double check. Ah, it looks great. Okay, I believe it's correct. I believe it's correct. Let's double check. Yep, I think we're good. Yep, the UV is correct. Nope, it's too small. So if we go to it, let's double check something here. If we go to our UV editor here and set it to 4, nope, I believe we have to set it to 2. No, 8. Yep, 8 is what we want. So I'm going to inform Felipe that sometimes our textures are going to be a little bit bigger. The reason why is because otherwise it would look too loopy. It would be too tiley if it was smaller. So we want them to be much bigger here, and that gives us more room to play with. Okay. All right. Oh, that's awesome. Sean Kim says, Mr. Brush, I'm proud to announce that I just became a student at your full-time game dev course. That's awesome. And listen, Sean, just remember, if it doesn't work out for you, you got 30 days, okay? So I definitely don't want you to be part of this premium program. And if it doesn't work for you, no questions asked, just email me and let me know, and you'll get a full refund. Rarely happens, but I'm happy to tell you that because I want you to be 100% satisfied. But I want to say good luck on your journey. That's freaking awesome. Okay, so see this wood trim here, guys? What if I was able to put this wood trim, this texture here, onto this and add a little bit more variation, okay? So I'm going to go to my wood trim here. There it is. Ah, yes. I could just rasterize this, copy it, and move it over here. Look. So we're reusing our wood trim. That looks a lot better, okay? I like that a lot. Just a fun little wood trim here. Okay, so that's great. I'm gonna delete these. And then we can just smack dab center this in the middle there, save it, and then take a look. Cool. I kind of like it. I'm curious what would happen if we took this here and doubled its size. I kind of want it to just be a beam, but I like the coloring, so we're going to keep the coloring. And then we're going to just go over top of it. How do we make it look like a beam? That's the ultimate question. Solid color here with the edging of, I believe, a white overlay. Let's try it out. Nope. I think it needs to be a dark overlay. Yeah. Let's save that and take a look. Okay. We're going to do a normal map and then a height map as well. I think we probably want it to be a little bit more subtle, honestly. So I'm going to merge those layers down and then drop it like this and take a look. Yeah, it looks pretty good. You know what's funny? If we did something like this and added like some sort of shadow here, it might mimic a three-dimensional beam. Close. I'm going to take all these, just merge them, and then do, what am I doing here? Let's take a look here. I don't want to spend too much time on this one. There we go, save that, let's take a look. Yeah, it's kind of mimicking a 3D beam. I don't mind it, I gotta say. I don't mind it. Cool. I don't think normal mapping is going to solve that as an issue unless we try and make it look like it's maybe half an inch thick, right? So let's make it look half an inch thick visually or just in the actual albedo first, okay? So something like this, good. And then on this side, maybe a white one. There we go. What'd I tell you? So we can make it kind of look like a trim piece on the top just to create some variation here. Yeah, I kind of like that. I think we could probably do a normal map. So let's go ahead and do a normal map. We could, I have this theory that we could also make it look like there's little rivets or like cuts in it like this. So let's try that. Save. That's cool. Yeah. We'll make it more subtle, right? But we'll put it underneath the actual wood, right? Like this. And then just drop it down. And these guys here, we're going to merge all these together, scale it down. I'm actually going to make it so that they're fully opaque. Do something like this here. There we go. Save it. Take a look. Awesome. Very interesting. Very interesting. It's a really, really interesting ceiling. This doesn't match. So I'm going to go to overlay. And I'm just going to cut it so it's a little bit more solid. There we go. Like that. There we go. See that? See what I did there, guys? And that really matches the style of the game. That's sweet. I don't really think we need a normal map, but we can go ahead and do it. Maybe add a little bit of color overlay to this because it's a little too dark. There we go. Save that out. Sweet. I like it. Might as well just put some screws in there as well. Do we have bots? Hey, Miss Cloud, could you destroy the bots? I'm gonna put some screws in there. Save it, and let's take a look. Maybe just one at the top. Thank you, Ignited CMS. Very, very good. We can do one right here, actually. No, let's put it right in the center there. Okay, anyway, guys. So far, so good. All right, let's go ahead and add the normal map now. The normal map is going to be easy. Easy peasy. So this is going to be plaster with trim. There it is. So let's open this up. And what I like to do for my normal maps is I take the bottom one, okay, so that one there, and I do a normal map for that one, okay. Frickin' Photoshop, you gotta be kidding me. Photoshop isn't letting me do a, there we go, generate normal map. So I'll do a normal map for the one beneath it first, okay. Let's see if we can do this here. Because you can't just do a batch normal map. You can't do that. Photoshop doesn't have like the greatest normal map, and you know, frankly, why would it? It doesn't know exactly what you need. All right, so there's one, okay. Then what I do is I merge all the layers together, okay. Copy it, and then I'm just gonna do one on the top. Okay, I'm gonna normal map this so that we're just gonna get that piece here, and then I'm gonna cut it. There we go. There we go, we don't need that. Okay, let's see if this looks right. File save as plaster wood with trim, normal. And then we can just drag this into the material, and we've got ourselves a normal map here. And we'll set it to 1. There's 5, right? Does that look right? Set it to 1. So we got a little issues over there. Don't worry, guys. We could fix that. But it looks 3D, and that's what we wanted. We could even do a height map, and I'm going to show you guys how to do that in just a second, okay? I don't know why, but I'm kind of a control freak when it comes to textures, so that's why we're doing all these from scratch. We're going to fade in those edges there. Maybe one here as well. One there. Save it. Let's take a look. Alrighty. Look at that. So we have a little issue. Well, no, we're good. What is that? What is that? I think that's the texture. Yeah, that's the texture. So we have issues with the texture here. Yes, okay. So we need to stretch these down here. I need to stretch this over to the right. And then we're good. Okay? Okay, we got one at the top there as well. For some reason, we got it going on here. So I'm going to merge all these together, copy, and then go to the layer below, and just scale, and then scale again. And by the way, those of you just joining us, just remember you can get full-time game dev for 50% off today. There's probably about 7 seats left, so be sure to check the link out below. You're going to get 2D Art Pro and 3D Art Pro below, or for free today only. So be sure to check it out. Okay, everything's fixed, guys. Now let's do the height map, okay? Let's see. I kind of feel like the wood, I don't really like this. So I think what I want to do here is convert that to a smart object. And I'm just going to add a little bit of like rivets in here. Now the trick to doing like a little rivet is to do one side is very subtle of a white gradient, and then the other side is very subtle of the black gradient. See that? And now if we set it to overlay mode, convert it to a smart object, you can do this. You can just create some beautiful little trims and then just distribute it horizontally, convert it to a smart object here. See See if we can center it up there. Yeah. Set it to an overlay and then drop down the opacity significantly. I feel like we need to squash it just a little bit there. Yeah. Just so it looks like a trim piece, you know? Yeah, there we go. All right. I don't feel like we need a height map, so we're not going to do a height map. That's my official vote. But let's hit play and take a look at it in scene view. Abhijit says, bro, you always say there's some number of seats left. That's because during our sale events, we only sell a certain amount. There's usually only about 100 seats total. So yesterday there was 20. Today there is about 14. And they always sell out. Okay, look at that. So I think the normal map, is it the normal map that's too intense? Let's double check. I think it might be the normal map. Nope, it's not the normal map. It is the actual texture itself. These right here, so we could drop those down. Alrighty, so we got that texture done. Sweet. I'm gonna send this on over to Felipe. So basically what I like to do is say, hey dude, like this is now available for use. So I'm gonna send that to Felipe really quick. Felipe is my 3D artist, guys. And so basically the way we work is we'll push in a sec. All right. You know, the truth is, that ceiling's fine, I guess. It's not my favorite ceiling, but it's good. So the way we work is we just basically, I'm the art director, and I go in and do lighting, and I'll tweak the post-processing, and I'll also do the textures, and then he does the modeling. But he does a lot of textures for the individual models, like the furniture. All right, that ceiling looks great, guys. What else? What kind of other ceilings do we have available to us? I think, oh man, the truth is I don't like that. I feel like it needs to be something like, if I squash it like this and then center it, I feel like it needs to be little wood pieces. It's a sad thing when you realize you need to fix something, but it's okay. All right, so we do this one here, and then we're gonna do a highlighted piece over here. Yeah, like this. And then we can just put those beneath this, and that'll make it look a little bit more 3D. Truth is, I could take these. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, that looks a lot better. It kind of looks like they're actual tiles. And I could probably, it's just the normal map is screwy now, which is unfortunate. Part of me doesn't even want to deal with this, so let's just do this. We'll do that, and then that. I don't care. And then we could just cut here. Sorry guys, there's just a lot to do. Sometimes I just don't want to deal with it. Good. All right, so let's, I'm gonna hit play one more time. Let's go ahead and just move our spawn point right here and then hit play. Looks pretty cool to me. Texture is super duper important. Now everything looks very unique. I think one final thing, just to be annoying here, we're gonna take these, merge them, do a color overlay. I just want them a little bit more subtle. Like that. Hit save. Maybe even more. Ugh, Thomas, come on, just get over it. Just do your job. Okay, we're fine, we're fine, we're fine. Okay, guys. I think ceiling-wise, we're pretty good. Can anybody think of another texture that we should do for ceilings? Like what other, and I want it to be, I guess we could do, what other textures are there for ceilings? Does anybody else know? I'm looking at my own ceiling here. We got plaster. We've got these little tiles here. Leaking, well, the leaking water and all of that, the water damage, those will be all decals. We're going to be doing those. A felt roof, a felt ceiling, I don't know. Wood planks. Vents and pipes. No, I think we're good, guys. Okay, let's move forward with, I mean, wood planks might work, actually. I wonder if we could do that. Like, if we took this and we did some sort of weird looking wooden plank ceiling. Let's try it. And then it almost looks like a, I don't know, like plastic. Nah, we're not going to do it. Okay, let's move on to walls, okay? So if you're ever making your game and you're curious about, like, you're like, man, I wish I had more, I had more textures. Well, it's as easy as just changing the colors of your textures, okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to go to our wallpaper striped here. This is striped. We're going to call it striped green. The same is true with the texture itself, wallpaper striped green. And believe it or not, I like to duplicate not only my materials, but my colors as well. I don't really like messing with the base map color just because I don't know why, actually. I couldn't tell you. I'd made that decision a long time ago, and now I don't know why, but that's just the case. Okay, so wallpaper striped yellow. And I've been watching, well, I watched Wednesday, the show Wednesday recently, and I got back into my Tim Burton obsession. So we're going to do a little bit of Tim Burton-y coloring here. There's some yellow. And by Tim Burton, I mean like Tim Burton coloring, I mean like stripes and stuff. Okay, that's striped yellow. Good, good, good. Let's go ahead and, oopsie, pull that one in there, and then this one we pull in here. And then let's take a look and see how it looks on this wall here. Son of a bee, just select it. Oh. Okay, there we go. Oh, that's because those are prefabs. All right, yellow. Look, cool. That looks great. I wonder if we could go a little bit higher saturation. What'd that look like? Even more? Let's take a look. I think I like it. So let's see here. Yeah, I think I just like it like about that. Okay, we're good there. That's great. The next one is going to be a red stripe. Okay. Alrighty. What am I doing? Oh, let's do red. So this is going to be red. There we go. File. Save. We'll create a new. This is red. And drag it in. Drag it up here. Hold on one sec. Drag, drag, drag. Drag, drag, drag. Drag, drag, drag. Ooh, that one's one of my faves. I wonder if we can do a smoother. Ooh, it's like shiny. Ooh, I think it needs a normal map. Do you guys want to put a normal map on this wallpaper? Let's do it. So if we go to our this right here. It's more like plaster. Yeah, I don't want to do that. Let's go to our ceiling, material ceiling, the original one. No. It was plaster. Okay, we're going to grab this and we're going to create a normal map out of it. And this is going to be just a generic plaster normal map. Okay, that's great. File, save as. Plaster normal. Now what we can do is we can utilize this in a variety of places, right? We can use it on all of our different wallpapers here. We'll do a subtle one like that. And you know, I used to say that I'm going to make an indie game, so we're not going to use normal maps. Like, it's going to be like Wind Waker or very like old school retro look. And I thought that was a cheaper way to make a game. But the truth is that you can actually, normal maps make your game look like five times better. It doesn't mean they look AAA, but they just look 5 times better. And so you should take advantage of normal maps is basically what I'm saying here. We're going to fix this. So now look. It's a very subtle detail, right? It looks painted, to be honest. So if we drop it down like that, look how cool. Very subtle, right? The same is true with this one, right? So it's these subtle details that make your game look more premium. Cool, huh? It's a little much. But overall, I like it a lot. I mean, I'll be honest. This is going to sound pretentious, but this is the place of my nightmares. But I also really like it. Like, it's really cozy, you know? Hey, Andrew. Guys, give Andrew a round of applause. Andrew did today's edit for the YouTube channel. Give a round of applause to Andrew. Andrew did my recent upload. Very good edit, buddy. Andrew's also a student of mine at Full Time Game Dev. What was I doing? Plaster? What? No, wallpaper. Yeah, it's just a little much. It's a little much. I wonder if we can, the smoothness we could drop down. Look at that. You can make it look kind of shiny, you know. Anyway. Sorry, I'm just thinking. I think that's fine, honestly. I'm not too worried, okay? Does the wood trim have a normal map? It doesn't. Let's just really quick create a normal map for the wood trim. You know? It's kind of just driving me nuts. A little bit of normal map. There we go. Good. File, save as. We're good. Yes. Replace it. We're good. And then I could go to the material itself, wood trim, and then I could throw that normal map on there. Fix it. And now, I think it really needs to be inverted. I know this is weird, but we're going to invert it here. There we go. Isn't that weird? But it works, so we're good. Okay, guys. Next texture in line. I gotta admit, you know, I changed this yesterday. This yellow wallpaper. I changed it. I made this more aggressive. But we're gonna drop it down a little bit. It's just too much. Yeah, there we go. Awesome. Okay, guys. I love the wallpaper. I love everything about this entire game. I love my life. I wonder if we could do polka dot, you know? So let's go to extensions, noun project, polka dot. Let's log in using my bank account and my routing number. Just kidding. Polka dot. Yeah, see, here's the thing about noun project. You're probably thinking, why is he going to noun project? Because they've got textures for you. So it's really easy to just say, just go to noun project and grab one. And this is loopable too. Polka, 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 polka. Who knows what that's from? Polka, 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 polka. Does anybody know? Nope, wrong. Not Pokemon. Yeah. Microcosmic Games got it. Good. All right. So we have our polka dot now. I'm going to merge all this together. Merge, overlay. I'm going to drop this down here. Let's see how this looks. You guys want to see? Wallpaper yellow. We're going to do wallpaper polka dot. Good job. So there's our polka dot. Hey, let's go to our universal materials now. And we're going to do wallpaper yellow polka dot. Look at all these cool textures we can do, guys. Isn't it kind of oddly satisfying? And then put one here. Hey, it works. I really like it. Place of my nightmares. Honestly. I love that. That's really great. Hey, why don't we do a red one? Okay. Do it down here. Awesome. File, save as, wallpaper, red, Art Deco. Whoopsie. That's the wrong one. No. We need to call it wallpaper, red, polka dot. The other one's named incorrectly. That's okay. We can fix it up here. Wallpaper, yellow, polka dot, polka. Good. And then we just got to go up to here and duplicate it. And it's going to be the red one. Fun. Drag that in. It shouldn't have a metallic map, so we're going to turn that off. None. We could definitely put in the normal map, though. Wait, what? Where's the red one? There it is, it's up there. Sorry. None. Just drag in the red. There's our red. Uh-oh. Yellow goes here. There we go. Look at that. Alrighty. Very good. Okay, we can just throw in those normal maps, guys, right? Let's see here. This right here. It's called Plaster Normal. So let's go to our polka dot here and a polka dot here. And the Art Deco one as well. And we can just put in our plaster. Where is the plaster? Crap. Do you think I'll be able to find it, guys? There we go. So now we have a normal map on our polka. Very, very good. Awesome. I love carpeted walls. That's cool. I don't know why I'm obsessed with that. I wish well, maybe in my next house I can do carpeted walls. You know? Okay, guys. So we've got these polka dots. We've got stripes. Very, very cool. Let's see how it looks in the game. Yep, I agree. That's such good advice from Colonel B. Lighting and sound effects are your best friends when it comes to making your game scary. Sweet. Okay, so we've got all these cool textures to use. Really, really, really gross looking, but in all the right ways. You know? That is really, really good. I like that a lot. What else? What else? Well, let's move on to some, you know, I feel like we have wood floors. I told Felipe I don't want to use wood floors for this level, but we can at least double check. We have wood paneling, by the way. What about wood floor? Looks like we don't have a wood floor. Wooden planks. Oh yeah, we do. Wood floor horizontal. It's not the prettiest, I'll tell you. What about this one? It's not the prettiest. I think it needs to be shinier. I think that'll do. It's not my favorite wood floor. That looks like something you might see on a boat or something, but it doesn't really look like a wood floor you'd see in the game. Yeah. I kind of feel like we should do it. What do you guys think? I feel like we should do wood floors. Yeah. We're going to need it eventually, but let's hit play and just look at it. This looks something like something from a medieval game. Yeah, I don't like it. I wonder if we could find one on my asset pack. We have some asset packs. So I'm going to go to Unity Asset Store and take a look and see what I've got here. My assets. Let's take a look here. Let's type in texture. Let's see what texture packs we have, guys. We just want a nice wood floor, nothing crazy. I wonder if that'll do. Ultimate texture collection. See, I don't want to do this because this takes forever to download. Okay, I don't see one there. I think we could get away with this one, to be completely honest, and just use it. So let's open this up in Unity and import it. I've got like 100 assets. Okay, it's not that many. Click import. So this is the 9 to 5 PBR textures freebie. So this is the last texture we're gonna do, guys, and then we're gonna go to the decals. I'm really excited about doing decals. Blood, moisture, scratches, slashes, water damage, moss. Did I import it? Let's take a look. 9T5. There we go. So we're not going to keep this texture pack in here, guys. We're going to delete it here. But I just want the texture itself. Thomas, just Google one. Well, we want to use one that's actually legal, okay? So we have this wood here. Hey, this is great. We can get away with it. Yeah, we can get away with this. And I know it looks bad, but we're gonna just mess with it here, okay? So I'm gonna just paste it onto one of my textures here. And we're gonna create planks out of this, okay? But it's gonna look a little bit more stylized because, guys, this game is more stylized, right? Okay. So we just need this plank here. And then one more. This one. Okay. We'll do another one. Now, there's benefits, guys, to making a game that's less stylized. The benefit is it's faster to make it, okay? So believe it or not, getting more realistic photogenic or photographic textures is actually cheaper because it's faster, okay? But your game doesn't really stand out. Some of you might be thinking, well, Thomas's game looks kind of, I don't know, it looks more cartoony and it's not as scary. That was a deliberate choice from a marketing perspective. It was totally deliberate because we're trying to stand out. We want to look different. And visuals are our forte. So I always tell you guys, use your forte. Use your forte to stand out. Okay. All right. So let's save this. I know. Hold on. You're thinking, where's the lines, the horizontal lines or the vertical lines? One sec. Textures. And we're gonna call this wood floor. Wood floor. I'm gonna just call it R2 for now, okay? Wood floor R2. Okay. Okay, some of these are looping, so there we go. Okay. Now, all I gotta do is pull this over here and then duplicate it over here. Look at that. See? And then this one here, pull here, and then pull here. And then this one here, and then pull here. And then one here. Maybe like that, yeah. Okay, all right. Now, let's see if we add some drop shadows to this, what will happen? That's an outer glow. Just add a drop shadow. Distance, size, spread. Yep. I'm going to copy this layer style and I'm going to paste it on every single one. Okay. I think what we should do is more of a bevel. Okay. Okay, well, let's do a bevel. Bevel and emboss. Soften, depth, size. There we go. I want to soften it a lot more. Well, we could probably get away with that. Yeah, there we go. We're going to do overlay. Actually, let's do normal. Why? Come on. Overlay or normal. Why isn't it working? There we go. There we go. And we'll set it to overlay. There we go. Okay, and then we're also going to do a color overlay. Like this. Good. And I feel like that's all we need to do. So I'm going to copy that layer style. Paste on these. There we go. See what I'm doing here, guys? There we go. What did I tell you? Y'all just need to listen to me. All right, file save. Good, good, good. And to make it look a little bit more toony, we can merge all the layers together and then add a little bit of a texture or like an artistry over top. So go to Filter Gallery here. There we go. We're gonna do bigger strokes. And then I'm gonna just fade out some of it because we don't want it to be intense everywhere. Right, just like that. And then one final hue saturation, colorize. There we go. All right, that's it. All right. Okay, I like that wood texture better. Okay, now let's delete all this crap here that we just imported. Don't need that because we saved that texture in a wood folder, remember? So I'm going to call this wood floor R2, right? And then we're going to go to that wood floor and pull it in. Remove the normal map. It's funny, you know, there's certain things. Does anybody know this feeling where you work on your game for years and you've always in the back of your mind known you need something and you just never get around to doing it? This is one of those instances where I just know we've needed, look at those. Man, I just win points today. Look at that. That's a beautiful wood floor. Frickin' Thomas. And even you can even drop it down. You can hold shift and do a little inset and it looks 3D. See? All right. So I think it's got a little bit too much contrast, believe it or not. So what you do is you just take this color here, just like that, and maybe even there's just a little bit too much saturation as well. Drop it down, drop down the darkness too. There we go. A little bit more contrast actually. Look, and it loops perfectly too. Y'all just need to listen to me, okay? So let's go to our wood floor again. Where the F is it? Hold on. And we're going to create a normal map. Now, I think we could probably just get away with creating a normal map right now. So merge layers. You know what's really going to be fun is creating a metallic map. So they kind of look scuffed a little bit. So I'm going to go to create generate normal map. Now, my theory is we need to invert the height. And then do a little bit of a blur. Yes, yes, yes. Click OK. I'm going to clean this up though. You'll notice that at the top here, this is ugly. So we're going to just smooth that out right there. You can even smooth out this edge here, smooth out this edge here, and smooth out this edge here. We should be good. It's not perfect, but hey, I don't have $1 million to pay for this game and all the hours spent making everything perfect. So, hey, we're fine. Look at that. Let's hit play. Actually, let's make it a little bit shinier. You know, I should tell Felipe that he can use hardwoods now. Just sparingly though, sparingly, because oh, and by the way, hey, let's go to our sound manager. And there's a wood sound here. There it is. Let's add in those wood planks, the wood floor. Remember, what's it called? Wood floor R2. What's it called? There it is. Drag it in. Look. So now when we walk on these, it's going to play the wood sound, which is exactly what we want. We're using it sparingly because we're trying to capture the backrooms feel. And backrooms is awesome because there's a lot of softness to it and carpet. Okay, so we need a little bit more texture here. It's a little too dark. Okay? But it looks great. And you can hear it even. Okay, guys, so let's go to our wood floor. Yeah, look up backrooms. Backrooms is a great concept, and you'll notice backrooms is very... Okay, we could probably increase the brightness. Oddly enough, backrooms is an awesome concept. I love it. And I want that feeling in this game. There we go. I think there's just a little too much texture. Just ever so subtle. Yeah, there we go. Could probably increase the saturation, actually. Just maybe go a little bit more on the yellow side. Yeah, a little bit more on the yellow side. Nope. We need to go darker. I think that looks great. And now we can add a little bit of shine to it. Okay, there's our wood floor. I don't think. Wait. Why was it set to metallic? The normal map doesn't look good. There we go. Okay, so the normal map is incorrect. Is it? No, it's correct. Just set it to 1. It's just that lip right. There's lips that are popping up. Cracker Jacks. I think I need to invert it, guys. Let's go to the normal map. Son of a bee. This is a terrible way to do it, but we're going to go invert and take a look. Yep, there we go. It's fixed. Okay, so it's the metallic map. I don't think there should be any metallic. Am I wrong here? No, I guess there should. I don't know. I could definitely have Felipe take a look. That looks pretty good. I think it's just maybe a coloring issue. Why? I mean, why would wood have metallic on it, you know? So let's do this. And then, yeah, I don't know. I feel like it looks better with metallic on it, but maybe not. I don't know. Yeah, I think it... Here's what I'll do. Yeah, we're making a vertical slice. But we're also just moving forward with the game. That looks pretty good. Yeah. That kind of looks, I don't know. Yeah. That looks good to me. I think that's fine. It's not great. I don't like the normal map. Because the normal map is too blurry. Hey, let's increase this contrast though. Okay. Look at that. Okay, that's good. I think the problem was, I'm going to merge these layers together. The problem was, if we go to the normal map, it doesn't need to be inverted, for one, or blurred. Okay, let's try this. Save. And then we'll drop it in. Okay. There we go. Looks good to me. Now. That looks really cool, actually. Is it correct? I think it is correct, yeah. I mean, we could do 0.5. All right, now, the lines in between. The lines in between, they shouldn't have a polish to them, right? So, man, what we're going to do is we're going to try and, let's see here, the metallic alpha. How do we do? I forget how to do metallic maps. Albedo alpha. Yes. So we'll go to the albedo. We'll go to the alpha channel. And it's going to have, yeah. Okay, so, trying to remember how to do this, guys. I haven't done this in a while. It's going to be this. I'm going to just fill it in with black or white. So these shouldn't be shiny, right? There shouldn't be shines here. So I'm trying to remember how this works. I love doing this stuff though. It's like a puzzle. It's really fun. No shine there. That's fine having shine there. I don't care. White is metallic. Black is dielectric. What? Okay, so invert it. So we'll take this, merge layers together, invert, and then we go to the alpha channel and then put it on there. Save it. And then we go to Unity here. What? Why does it look like that? Oh, it's just because the normal map is super high res, which we don't want. I'm trying to remember how to do this. No, I need a roughness map. Yeah, it's not working. I can't remember why. Metallic alpha. Yes. Yes. Okay. I've got it. So you got to create a metallic map. So you go wood floor, R2 metallic, which will include, something like this. Okay. Let's just test this out first. I forget how to do all this. There we go. Okay, so the top is metallic and the down there is not, I believe. Yeah. And then it's in the alpha. So basically we want no metallic, or we can even do a gray metallic. So it's like a gray, right? Just very subtle. And then you go to the alpha channel. And this is the smoothness. Thomas, you got it. Good. Okay. And you can even throw in some splatter texture, One of the ways we could do that is open up like one of the wallpapers here. And we could take this texturing, and then we could go to the metallic here and just do something like this. Do a really crazy adjustment of contrast like this. And then do hue saturation, drop it down. And that way there's going to be a little bit of metallic here. And then what you can do is you can also do a magic wand tool and do something like that. And then go to your alpha here. I want to open up my alpha. Yes. Okay. Let's save that first. Take a look. Okay. So I believe there's going to be some subtle shifts maybe. And then for the smoothness, like it's been scuffed, we could remove those and then paste this over top. do something like this. Right? And then just fade out the edges. I think I know what I'm doing, guys. Sorry. Merge those together, and then we could paste it into the alpha channel. There we go. Yeah, I got it. So it's like the polyurethane is getting scuffed. See that? So, hey, that looks pretty good. I am not gonna lie. I really like it. So if we turn on our flashlight, we should be able to see. Yeah, look, we have some scuffage. It looks great, guys. Hey. Alrighty. I'm gonna add a little bit of change to this. Let me show you something, guys. One final thing here. We're gonna go to our wood floor. And then we'll move on to the decals. And by the way, those of you just joining us, just remember you can join Full-Time Game Dev for 50% off today. Full-Time Game Dev is my massive program with over 3,000 students worldwide. And by the way, if you're a student, let us know in the chat and I'll say hello to you. It's actually a legitimately good program. It's not bull. It's actually pretty awesome. That's why it's a premium program. But it's 50% off. You're also going to get my other premium art programs, 2D Art Pro and 3D Art Pro. These are the perfect programs for you because, hey, it's New Year's. And we can, well, learn game dev for the new year. Okay, that looks pretty good. I think we need a height map. I think we need a height map. I think I would be a fool not to do a height map. What? Hey, Andresia is a student. That's awesome. Numata says the course is more than worth it. That's awesome. Yeah, it's funny. You know, sometimes I do feel sleazy about it. I'll be completely honest with you guys. Because usually people that sell courses are like, I don't know, it's kind of sleazy. And it just comes across that way. But every time I ask you guys live, every single time I ask you guys, those of you who are students, you love the program. And that's just really cool to me. Okay, you guys want to do a height map? Let's do it. So the height map, all we're going to do is we're going to take, we're going to make little black squares. So we're going to do one here. One here, and maybe one here, and then maybe one here. Just like that, okay? Okay, one here and one here. What are we doing, guys? We're creating a height map. What does a height map do? Does anybody know what a height map does? What does a height map do? Well, stick around and see. So let's do a motion blur in the 90 degrees. There we go. File, save as. And we're going to call this wood floor R2 height map. All it's going to do is it's going to make it look like the floor is actually 3D, which is mind-blowing. It's pretty awesome. Okay, here we go. So there's our wood floor R2. And there it is. There's our height map. And watch this. I'm going to shift it. Look. You see that? It's creating some shifts in height. We're going to do just a very subtle shift. Right? So we can do like that. And that's going to make it look 3D. Well, because one of you asked me, Thomas, why aren't you just making it grayscale and doing it that way? Because I want to have control over the height map. I want each board to look higher than the other. See how there's a subtle height difference now. It might even be too much. We'll go like this. Just a very subtle height map shift, okay? And you could even do this. So the boards look like they're warped. Sweet. Okay, guys, I love it. Those wood floors, honestly, those are some pretty sweet looking wood floors. I gotta say, can we give a round of applause to me for doing a good job? All right, we've got wood floors. I'm gonna send this on over to Felipe so that he knows that I am actually okay with wood floors now. Let's go ahead and let him know. Yay. I'm okay with wood. 20% of level. Let's make it 30. No, 20. 20 is good. Yay. I'm okay with wood, 20% of level. Camera. Shift on over to me while I hide Discord. And I'm going to send this on over to Felipe so that he knows. Also, polka dots. We've got polka dot as well. So let's send that on over to him as well. He'll see on Discord on GitHub. Okay, guys, let's go ahead and do decals. Now, there's something that I've noticed, and that is this decal here. I wish it was more saturated, right? So right now we have this blood splatter. And we've got this one. See, I want to know which ones are the actual ones. Okay, so these are decals. All right. So I'm going to call these quad decals, just to be absolutely certain, because there's different kinds of decals. These are quad decals. This one, yeah. So I'm going to go inside of this one here. I want it to look more saturated, you know? Ugh. So I don't really know how we're going to do that, because it's just, you know what I'd really like? I would like it to have a normal map on it. Can we do that? I mean, it's fine. It's just not my favorite. It doesn't look like it's like seeping into the blending mode. Multiply. Alpha. We try specular. Yeah, I don't know how to make it look like it's really eating. Like, multiply is probably the way to do it. But, and I don't want it to receive shadows. Maybe it's, I don't know. Yeah. No, it's not as simple as increasing the saturation. Because, I've been having this issue for a while now. I think maybe what we'll do is duplicate this. Maybe it's the middle that should be just black, you know? Let's try this. Like it's really sort of seeping in. Yeah, that actually feels a lot better. That's what it is. Got it. Okay. Now, one of you mentioned, Thomas, you don't want to do a normal map. Yes, I do. The reason why is because liquid is, yes, it's a flat surface, but there's thickness to it. So I'm curious if we could add a normal map to it. So what we're going to do, ooh, that looks great, actually. Wow, I love that. Yeah, towards the center, it's going to be black because it's super dense there, right? So look how much better this looks, guys. Now, you'll notice that it has a shine to it, or no shine to it. I wonder if we should add some smoothness to it. No, that's ugly. Okay. So, what is this? It's complex lit, specular map. I don't want a specular map. The F? What is that? Why is it doing that? Changes to metallic. There we go. Okay. So that's similar to what we want. We're going to want that kind of a shine, right? With a little bit of metallic in it. And let's see if we can add a normal map, okay? If I were to, for example, if I were to add a plaster normal map to this, what would happen? Let's wait and see. There we go. What did I tell you? You guys need to listen to me. All right, 0.4. Maybe even 0.2. Isn't that great? And so what that means, let's hit apply all. I could take this and even put it on the floor. Okay, so I could do like this. It's all smoke and mirrors, guys. Isn't that cool? It's pretty nasty, right? Truth is, I don't even know if I want to, you know, I love the normal map, but I'm going to make sure I duplicate it and have one that's called blood normal. Because we might want to change that one. So I should probably put this in sort of the universal textures or something, maybe an effects folder. Wait. Where is, I'm going to show this in Explorer. I'm going to copy it, and then we're going to go to the actual blood splatter. Yes. I'm going to actually cut this. Can I cut it? No, I can't. I'm going to copy it, delete it, and then we're going to go and open up this in the Explorer, and then paste it in. Oh, crap. It doesn't exist anymore because I'm an idiot. Hold on. Plaster normal, show, copy, and then put it inside of the actual blood splatter folder. Yeah, sometimes it's really frustrating trying to get the... Sometimes it's frustrating in Unity to manage your files, but this is fine. Okay, and then we're going to drag in that blood normal. Fix it. And now we have this gorgeous blood. Does that not look great, guys? Yeah, Alan, we're working on Father right now. It's just called Twisted Tower now. So a lot of you are probably thinking, why did he quit Father? We didn't quit Father. It's called Twisted Tower. Ugh. Ooh. You. Who does that? I think that black is a little too black. I think we need a little drop shadow, to be honest, guys. It looks good up there, but down here... And now watch this, guys. You're gonna love this. This is so cool. If I find this texture, all these blood textures, and I go to my sound manager, watch this. I can actually add it to my... What's underwater ground mean? Yeah, I can add it to this little section here, and it's gonna play puddle sounds when I walk through the blood. That's the theory, at least. Let's take a look. So this one, this one, this one. There's a couple more. This one. Yeah. Blood drip, good. Yeah, okay. So in theory, if I open this up and then put a little, what am I trying to say here? a mesh collider on it, it should play that sound when I walk on it. Which I shouldn't be worrying about this right now, but let's just see. Isn't that cool? That's awesome. That's really, really cool. That said, I don't want to do it right now. Okay? So that's really cool, but we're not going to worry about it right now. Because it's not perfect. I think that there's some issues with the opacity, right? It looks good there, though. I just think that right there you can barely see it, and that's just weird to me. So I feel like what we should do is we should do something like a tolerance of, let's see here. 2, no. Give me a sec here, guys. 5. How about object selection mode? There's a little bit of a blur on there, so I can't select it. There we go. There we go. I feel like there shouldn't be a blur. So we're going to actually just cut it. Select inverse, cut off, and then this as well. Select inverse, cut off. Whoopsie. Select inverse, cut off. And then we can just do much more solid blood. And then drop this down just a tad. Save, and then let's take a look. That looks a lot better. Nice. Okay, guys. I love that. Let's look at it in game. Flickering light, that's what's scary. I agree. Let's do it. Sorry, guys. I just need to figure this out. Okay, I feel like we should add a drop shadow. Okay. No. Man, what am I trying to do here? Yeah, I think it just might be those edges. It feels weird with the edges like that. So maybe it's just the edges that need less opacity. Yeah, that's pretty good. Okay. All right, blood decals look great. Part of me feels like we don't even need to create multiple kinds because we can just do stuff like this where you just rotate it and then rotate it. Like this. 90 degrees here, negative 90, 90. Let's just test this out and see if it looks any good. You could even do one on the ceiling. Although, of course, guys, it's much more preferred to do a projector. But we're going to just see how this looks. That looks good. Yeah, I don't think we need any more kinds. I think that's fine. Yeah, let's hit play and take a look. That looks really cool. Okay, I think we should have a dripping one. Okay. Now, we might already have a dripping one. So let's double check. We do. Okay. So the blood drip, this one here. The problem with this one is it's not very thick, and I kind of wish it was. Let's take a look here and see. Okay, we'll definitely need to increase the darkness and the saturation here. Yeah, I think that's cool actually. But let's open it up and see. Okay. It might just be the metallic, you know, and then we'll throw the blood normal map on there, and then that's about all we need for that one, right? Fear of the unknown. Okay, like this. Ooh, what's down there? Yeah, I agree. Okay, let's see if that normal map is working. Yeah, it is. Okay, we just very subtle though. I love that effect, but I think that we need to do a little bit more. Yeah, there we go. Okay, that's pretty cool looking, right? So you can kind of make a variety of different looks. See? So it's almost like someone died up there. That's really, really cool. What? What do you want? Okay. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I like it. I'm not sure there's much more to do. Like, I feel like we can just, like, if you wanted to create, for example, if you wanted to create multiple on top of each other and have different, like, shapes, it's as easy as just saying, look, you know, this one's just on top of this one. Hopefully there's no Z fighting. And just do something like that, you know? I don't really feel like we need more. So, yeah. I think we're good. Baby cries. Whenever in doubt, add baby cries, you know? Okay. Just thinking here, guys. Just thinking here. If there's any other decals I want to create. Overall, I'm pretty happy with these decals. I think they're spooky. They add a lot of value to the game. I mean, seriously, you can say, look, we're gonna have blood all over. You know, we can have it here, just dripping down the walls. You know, and it just works. I think we can squash it like this too. We can create all sorts of cool stuff. See what I mean? For some reason, I love shapes that pull down from the ceiling. It just looks really pretty. Isn't that cool? Awesome. What? Get out of here. Sorry, I'm just sitting here thinking, guys. Okay, now what we want to do is I want some point light cookies. Okay? I would love to just rant. That sounds really good. I would really like some cookies. But we're going to do some point light cookies. Now, I feel like I should be able to just create my own cookies. But knowing how, let's type in cookie here. IES cookies. Okay. So this is for our point lights. I kind of wish we had better point light shapes and cookies. So, like, I wish we had one that went up and then one that went down. So let's double check. What's that cookie look like? Look, it's not even working. There's one. Okay. Interestingly, look. Isn't that strange? It's acting like a spotlight. I didn't expect it to do that, but that's actually good news. To a degree, you know, we could do something like this. We could say, okay, intensity is like this. And then now we have this cool looking shape here. Not that intense, obviously. And then we would throw on a flicker, light flicker, and we can, this is really cool. You probably can't see it right now, but I have this variable called max intensity adder. It's gonna add a maximum value of 20 with some smoothing, and it's gonna flicker this light. And if I hit apply, all of them are gonna look that way now. So that light there looks great. And then I could probably, let's see here. Do I have any over here? Yep, one over here. So let's hit play and double check, see how it looks. Yeah, I'm still figuring out cookies. Yes, I do get a little frightened while making these horror games. Last night I was working on the game, for example, and it was midnight, and it was just pretty dark, I'll be honest. That looks cool. What do you guys think? I like it. Yeah, if we say, hey, you know, don't cast a shadow, and I don't think it will cast a shadow, so I think we're good. Which one is that? Well, it doesn't really matter, does it? Because they're all very similar. We can even do it for this right here. So we have this one with a cookie, point light cookie. We could just throw in that, and we could check and see here how it works. Yeah, look. So it's sort of just casting a shadow or casting a light onto the ground like this, see? So it looks like a lamp. Oh, very cool. I mean, you could use a point light, obviously, or a spotlight as well. But look, I can go to this one and just say, hey, I want to add some flickering. So let's go ahead and add the flicker component with an additional value of 20 units, and we'll do some smoothing of 9. And by default, now it's always going, and let's hit apply, obviously. And now all of them are going to do that. This one will flicker. This one will flicker as well. So let's take a look. Just barely flickering. I kind of like this cookie better than that one up there. Let's take a look over here. I feel like it needs 2 point lights. Yeah, that's my favorite cookie. So what we're going to do is name this universal cookie. The one we use the most, right? So what is it called? 3, and I'm just going to label it lamp cookies, or the lamp cookie, because I like it a lot. That's how you spell cookie, Thomas. Cookie. But the problem with these cookies is I feel like the fall off is a little too much. So I'm going to do something like this. See? I'm going to merge that down. Because I still want to be able to see some, you know? I still want to see some light coming above. But I also want it to still feel like it's more so shining down, right? So the same is true with this here. You know, if I were to change this cookie here to the lamp cookie, we're going to get a little bit more light here, obviously, but we're going to get a shine here. Yeah. I think that's a little too bright. So we'll do 25. There we go. Look. Awesome. I mean, I bet you guys we could do this. Merge down, save. Yeah. Now we're going to get more shape at the bottom. It just gives us a subtle look of a lamp. All right. Very, very cool. Okay, so we got some advice from Ninja Red. On a side note of being scared while making a horror game, I love that, what did you say here? From an interview, Team Silent actually didn't even see Silent Hill as a horror game. They were like, wait, it's scary. Yeah, that's funny. I didn't know that. Okay, let's mess around with this here, okay? This doesn't need to be a spotlight, does it? Because I still want it to light the room. See, I have problem with wanting to use spotlights because you usually eventually combine them with a point light. And so what I'm going to do is do a point light, right? But it'll have the universal lamp cookie. But we need to rotate it, I believe. Yep, there we go. See? So now it's got that cookie that makes it look like it's shining down. It should actually. Let's see here. Let's double check. Yeah. I feel like it needs a little bit more intensity. There we go. And then just a subtle, just like this. There we go. I think that'll do. Yeah. And the same, that should be effective over here as well. Yeah. Okay, let's double check. If I rotate this, yep, that's correct. Okay, so it's like, you know, it's acting like a spotlight. But we're able to say, look, there needs to be some light above it though. Yep. Great. That's great. Okay, so this one over here, guys, what are we gonna do? Well, we can add a little bit of a flicker, but this one's gonna be more intense. See, this is why you want to make scripts that you can use over and over and over again. This is the light flicker effect script. Max intensity adder. Man, I'm thinking I want to be able to add like 20. Very fast, very flickery. And then its start intensity is going to be something like 5. Now, why don't we go to, just for the sake of having some fun here, why don't we go to artlist.io and type in flicker light and see what kind of sounds we can find. Flicker light. That one's kind of okay. Yeah, this one's okay. This is great. So we're going to put that in our downloads folder. Hear that? Yep, we got some Backrooms vibes for sure, guys. All right. So we're going to open up the sound we just got. We're going to skip all this crap here. There's a couple sounds I don't like. That one I don't like. That I don't like. That I'm okay with. That I don't like. That I don't like. That I don't like. That I don't like. Okay, that's all we need. Now, I'm going to add a little bit of a hard limiter to it. Where's the freaking limiter? Where's the limiter? Where's the limiter? There it is. I turned the volume down for you guys because I'm scared that I'll break your eardrums. Limiter. Yep, hit apply. Here's what we got. Great. Let's export that, guys. And we're going to call this light flicker. And what we can do is for this specific light, just because I know that it's a unique light, we can actually add an audio source to it. And it's good to get an understanding of how to use 3D sounds if you're going to be using Unity. So I'm going to set up my 3D sound here and explain it just a little bit. Basically, I'm going to say, look, it's going to be a linear roll-off, and I want it to smooth. I really don't care if it's smoothed, but I only want to hear it if I'm like 30 units away, or maybe even just 25. Okay. Doppler level it's fine. Reverb zone mix 1 is fine. And so now we're just going to set it to loop. And here we're going to say, look, the light flickering sound. Okay, guys, ready? And I want to listen to that music too. There's some music that plays. Let's see here. It's called loop. Yep, audio loop. And we're going to set the pitch to 0.8. I just want to hear it a little bit better. 0.7. Hit play. And hopefully the sound won't be too loud for you guys. Okay, let's open up this door. Yeah, those are a little too bright. A little too bright. Let's hear. See? Who knows? Who knows? Let's see here. Sorry, my daughter, I think she's with her mommy right now and she's having a little fit. All right. So this right here, the light is a little intense, so I'm going to increase the smoothing a little bit. Let's put the spawn zone up here just to look and see what it looks like. See how it's smoothing now? So we go a little bit more intense though if we wanted to. Yeah. Okay, very, very good. I'm cool with applying this to the prefab. These are a little intense, so we're going to fix these just a little bit. I'm going to do something like 15. Yeah, that's better. Good, 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 good. What about over here? Yeah, that's fine. I feel like the range should be bigger, you know? I feel like it should be like pretty big. I almost don't like the cookie now that I'm looking at it. Yeah. I'm not gonna have a cookie. How about we just edit the cookie? so there's a little bit more light coming out of the top, you know, like this. There we go. Sure. Hit apply there. All right, so far so good, guys. All right. Rugs. We got to work on some rugs. You guys want to work on some rugs with me? All right. So let's do a rug. Looks like Felipe made a rug for us. We have the round, we have the square, we have the rectangle. Let's start with the square rug, okay? So I feel like it needs to be a little bit bigger than that. Okay, let's take a look at the transform value. I think we should open it up inside of Blender, and we're gonna do double the X and the Z. X, whoopsie. Scale X 200, whoopsie, no. Scale X 2, scale Y 2, save. Looks like we need to make sure we apply the scale though, save. And then go back to Unity, and it should pop right up. There we go. Nice big square rug, right? That's a big boy. And we'll definitely be able to scale him up and all that. Is it thick or is it a quad? Yes, it's thick. Good, good, good. Okie dokie. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to basically take that, any of these, honestly. So that could be a rug, you know? But I'm going to close them all. No. No. And let's just open up this one here, because I like the... No. Let's open up the carpet, actually. Yeah. So carpet. That could be a rug for sure. So let's actually just utilize this one as quick as we can. Let's see the size here. So I really think it should be 2048 by 2048. So I'm actually going to save this file, save as. Actually, this is what we'll do. We're going to copy this in Explorer, copy, but then we're going to open up our rugs here. And we're actually going to put that texture in here because it's going to be unique to this rug. There we go. We're going to call this rug square albedo. Open that up. All right, guys, there it is. I'm going to make sure it's 2048 by 2048, the canvas. So we'll change the canvas size to 2048 by 2048. Right? Good. Now, why are we doing rugs? Because I told Felipe this earlier this morning. I want to be, well, I'm going to merge these first. I want to have variation on this level without using a lot of furniture. Because it's a game where you're exploring, you're shooting a lot of enemies, and there's puzzles. So I don't want the player to get stuck on stuff, right? So that is why, personally, I'm not a huge fan of a lot of furniture. And I know that sounds weird considering we're making a hotel, but with a lot of these first-person shooters, there's actually, well, classic ones like boomer shooters, there's not a lot of furniture hanging around that you can hit your shins on, you know? Yeah, it looks a lot like Red Rum, doesn't it? Okay, now, what's going to make this look like a rug, though? It's as easy as this. Stroke, inside, boom, 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 boom. We're going to rasterize this because I actually just want, I know this seems like a roundabout way of doing it, but it's actually, I think, the fastest way. Take that, go back in time, and then paste it there. Then we're going to do an overlay so that we still get that texture. See? And then we'll do one on the top that's normal, but just drop the opacity down just a tad. See? So now we have a rug. Sweet. So let's drag that on there. Boom. And now we have a rug. Now, this is why it's so important to have... I don't need a materials folder. It's so important to have a normal map. Smoothness. Actually, I don't even know if we need a normal map. It looks great. So I could be completely wrong about that normal map. Let's go ahead and tag it. Let's give it a box collider. We'll also tag it as carpet so that when you walk on it, rug square variant. Sorry guys, one sec here. Okay, good. He already made prefabs out of it. So I'm going to hit apply all. Good. So this is why I want to use rugs, so that we can create some variation in the ground like this. See? So let's hit play and take a look. So there's not a lot of furniture, right? But there is this rug. So the goal is to create a lot of variation in the flooring without adding a bunch of furniture, right? So I love that you guys feel like it looks like The Shining. That's really important to me because this game is very much inspired by The Shining. So that's awesome. I'm really, really glad about that. Okay, there's one rug style. Why don't we create another, maybe a yellow one? Okay, so let's get a little bit more specific with our, here's the thing. Texture is your best friend. We could do a ton of different textures, and all the rugs are going to look different. So let's do rug square red albedo. Let's do rug square yellow albedo, right? Thomas. By the way, guys, those of you just joining us, just remember that you have about 16 hours left to join full-time game dev. It is 16 hours left, and there's like 12, or maybe there's only 8. I think there's only 8 seats left. And yes, there's actually only 8 seats left. Some of you are like, that's not a real number. No, it's real. Tomorrow it will sell. There will not be seats left. So if you want to join the program and get that 50% off discount, check below. All right, let's do a yellow one. Yuck, I love that. Save it as yellow. That's it. We can just drag that on there. Actually, let's just duplicate this. We'll do yellow. Drag it on in there. Yeah. Ooh, that looks good. And then you could even do just a very soft here where one's on top of the other, I love clean, right? So there's blood all over that. Blood all over this. Scale it up. And you could do red. See how cool that looks? Awesome. Okay. So we've got those 2 red rugs. Why don't we use a green one as well? One more, just a green one. Okay. And we're going to add some cool little icons and stuff to this as well. So let's do a little bit of colorizing here. The green is a desaturated green. with some yellow. Very good. Rug square green. Good. Yes. And then we'll duplicate this, and this is going to be the green one. So now we can just drag that on there. Doot, doot, doot. Whoopsie. Don't need that. Delete. Delete. Sorry, guys. One sec. Boom. Boom. There we go. See how I'm matching all the colors, guys? I'm being very, very strategic about the colors. The colors are vibrant blood red, yellowish orange, and very desaturated green. I don't ever stray from those colors. Not really. Okay. All right, those look great. Why don't we go ahead and do the circle ones as well? Okay. The circles are going to be very, very similar. There's our round rug here. Right. And what I can do, you know, I don't want it to be, I don't want to just drag that on there and say, look, it's a, you know, a round rug. I don't want to do that. I'm going to have Felipe unwrap that. That's not correct. Well, I can do it. It's not unwrapped properly. It needs to be cylinder projection. So we're going to go to the UV, go to edit mode. Unwrap. Why? Select all. Why can't I go to edit mode? Does anybody know? Object mode. Edit mode. That's so weird. And then we'll unwrap from the top. So we're going to do U, unwrap. No, you. Cylinder projection? Let's try that. Save. Let's see. There we go. I believe. No, it's not perfect. It's not cylinder. What is it? Cube? There it is. Okay, good. All right, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to take this and we're going to create a circle out of it. Okay, so rug square. It's going to be rug circle yellow albedo. Okay, so let's open up that one. How are we going to do this, guys? Well, I know for certain that we want to duplicate this to a circle. And we're going to drag in the circle one, and then drag that onto there, and then we're going to open it up. I'm going to remove these, and what we're going to do is we're going to add a circle to the center. Okay. Black, and then fill it in, or center it up, and then select the outside rim and just do black. And then overlay. Remember, it's 3 overlays, or just 2. Overlay, overlay, overlay. Overlay, overlay, overlay. How do you say that? Overlay, overlay, overlay. And that looks good. Drop these down a little bit, a little too much. And that should do it. Look. How pretty, right? Very, very good. I think it needs a different pattern, so we're going to do a frickin' spiral. Spiral! Take this. Increase the opacity, copy it, and we're going to remove the texturing. There we go. Yes. We will definitely need to do this. This is cool. But I want it to be nice and centered. Overlay. Normal. Drop down the opacity, yes. Save it and let's take a look. Good, now let's just go to the plain carpet. You gotta give Thomas some credit here. I mean, is this not looking so cool? And it's simple, you know? We're not trying to make something that's competing with AAA. It's got a totally different look. All right, so let's just take this here, this texture here. Actually, let's just go ahead and define a pattern out of it. Nah, let's just copy it. And then go to our circle here. We don't need this. We're going to scale her up. Good. We'll nudge her over just a little bit. There we go. Merge layers. And sweet. It's a pretty cool looking rug. Now we're seeing some overlay. So what we need to do is actually set all of these to normal, solid, merge them together. Well, actually, let's make sure that that's nice and smooth. I want it to be perfectly, squash it. There we go. Yeah. We're getting Tim Burton vibes, guys. Uh-oh. Ah, that drives me nuts. I don't like that. Let's do this. Overlay, and then normal. This one can be normal too, or drop down. Let's save that and take a look. That's a cool looking piece of carpet. Now, one of the things that I have an issue with, though, I'm going to copy that, is this should be more intense than the circle underneath, actually. There we go. This needs to be set to overlay, but more intense. Yay. Awesome. I kind of liked it with the texture, though. You know? I kind of liked it with the texture. Stop it. There we go. Jebby's having a fit downstairs. Yeah, that looks kind of cool. You know? I think we're going to keep it. All right. Oh. All right. So we got some cool spirals, stripes. The circle one, you know, we're just going to we could have a red one as well. And then remember, we can also do green, but it's desaturated. We could even do blue, perhaps. I'm curious what blue would do. All right, let's create some of those materials. Rug, circle, albedo, yellow. Rug, circle, red, albedo. Whoopsie. Harry, whoopsie. Do that as well. This is blue. Good. Okay. So let's copy this one. Pull that over here. And this is going to be blue. Whoopsie. Why? Yes, we need to adjust it. There we go. So that's blue. It basically looks like green. So let's just shift it over and call it a day. Okay, there we go. We got some green. They kind of look like something you'd put in like a child's or like a nursery or something. I think they look really creepy. By the way, guys, the goal with this game is to combine very, very innocent looking shapes and colors and mix them with just darkness. Clash them with darkness. Yo, T-Brush, quick question. How long is your game dev course? I have about 2 months of seeing if I could crunch it. Loving the Winchester House vibes. It'll take you probably 2 months, especially if you do the 2D art program and the 3D art program. Genuinely, like I could say this honestly. It really is great. I mean, you're going to learn everything I've learned. I mean, not like 100% everything, because like I've learned so much, but you're going to learn pretty much everything I've learned, especially about how to do this full time, because there's a path to doing it. It's not a secret. I don't like it when people, I used to use that term. I don't want to use it anymore. it's not a secret, but it's like most people don't know it. I could say that, you know, most people don't know it. Oh, this looks great. They're so silly. Look at these silly little rugs. Maybe we could do polka dot ones for the rectangles, you know? Or maybe the rectangle could be like a... Oh, yeah, I know what I'll do. Such a silly fun house. Super silly. Whoa. What's that? Oh, cake. I need to fix that shader. What do you guys think? Pretty cool, huh? Little lollipop house. Man, that would have been cool to call it Lollipop Hotel. Yeah, we'll probably do some updating for the 3D course. I'm not sure though, you know, to be honest with you, I'm not sure. Okay, one final rug type is the rectangle rug. It's basically going to be 16 by 9. And I feel like we should do some kind of Art Deco pattern for this one. You know. But I want to open this up though and set it to 2 by 2. So let's open up in Blender and do 2 by 2. That's a good name, Lollipop Sweets. 2 by 2. And I'm going to go a little bit more this way. Okay. And then object, transform, or apply scale. Save that. And then what we're going to do is we're going to basically create, let's see, a texture that's, let's see here. What happens when I throw this texture on it? Let's see. That's so weird looking. Let's just put it here for now. What happens when I throw that on there? Okay, so it's gonna be, it needs to be a perfect, yeah. So I can open this up here. All I need to do is merge those together. And we're gonna do like it's basically 16 by 9. Right? Really, it should be a square. So I think I told Felipe wrong, but oh well. I think it's gonna be fine. All right, so we got our red. We're gonna call it rug rectangle albedo. Save that, and now we can duplicate this, and this is gonna be our rug rectangle albedo. Uh-oh. It can't be right. Ah, yes, okay. I think I know what to do here. Is that it? So I think it's just going to be on the right side. I could be wrong here. Nope, left side. There we go. What? Squash? Squash? Oh, I see. Squash. That's not, it's not my favorite. But I understand what's happening here. I see what's happening here. Okay. So it's just half the size of a square, which is actually totally fine. So let's go ahead and do that. So we just do this. Canvas size 2048 by 2048. Then we take this and sorry guys, I'm thinking here. What are you doing, Tums? Okay. We're going to finish this. We got this. We got this. We're almost done. 50% width. All right, so that's the size we're doing here, which I'm not in love with. So, set the opacity of this really low so we just use it as a guide. Okay. Then we can take this one here. Almost done, almost done. Merge those layers to normal. Yes, good. Drop them over here. Good. Good. I don't understand what's going on, but okay. Let's do a color overlay for this. This isn't going to be the best thing ever, so we're gonna figure this out together. Okay. Save it, and then now we've got a nice little rim here. It's a little stretched, right? And that means to me that I feel like we need to do this. What am I doing? What on earth am I doing? Let's turn the lights off. This is like a really bad way to unwrap. It really is. I know I'm doing this dumbly. It's like a nightmare watching me, isn't it? Okay, that's fine. So we'll take that and cut it, and then we're gonna do this, okay? Merge all those layers together. Do a little bit of boom, 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 and a little bit of boom, boom, boom. Overlay, and then normal, and then drop it down. Save it, and then now we have our horizontal rug. We drop down the opacity a little bit here. We could even scale up a little bit, just a full perfect scale. Because I feel like, yeah, that's much better. And then drop this, squash it a little bit, yeah. Almost there, guys. This is a terrible way to do this. Let's just get it over with. Okay, we got it. Oh, that was stressing me out. This one we can go up a little bit and then do a color overlay. There we go. So that it matches the other one. Right? There we go. See, it matches the other one now. Okay, now let's do a freaking Art Deco pattern. So we're going to type in Art Deco. And we could do something definitely, I think this is great. Something like this. Because we don't want to go too much in the lollipop theme direction. Okay? You know, it's not fully Willy Wonka. There's definitely Willy Wonka vibes. But more so, it's Great Gatsby. Right? And we'll just flip like this maybe. That might be cool. No. There we go. Something like that. That's it. That's it. Okay, we got it. Okay, so let's at least look at what that looks like first. Okay, so we'll need to squash them. Make a perfectly... see here. There we go. A little bit more. A little bit more. Yes. Okay. Then we're going to take the plain carpet. We're going to create a pattern out of it. Put it below. And it doesn't have to loop perfectly, does it? Yes, there's a couple seats left. 30-day money-back guarantee, though. Just FYI, guys. If for some reason the course doesn't work out for you, of course, why would I want your money if the course doesn't work out for you? So obviously, 30-day money-back guarantee. Okay, and then we're going to cut. So we're going to do something like this. Does that make sense what I'm doing, guys? Drop this down and then do overlay of normal here. There we go. Yes, yes. Good. Almost there. Come on. Load. Good. It's certainly my least favorite of all of them. You know? But I think what we need to do is actually... let's delete this layer mask here. I feel like what we want to do is perfectly mask it out. There we go. And do that, and then normal. Okay, now, I feel like it's a little too vibrant. There we go. And then this is a little too vibrant. This is actually pretty good, actually. Yeah. And then we're going to do hue saturation so that it just matches. And then save it. That's better. Let's throw on some lighting. It's not my favorite rug. It's like kind of better. Let's take a look at it from the first person view. Yeah. You know the best part about this, guys? I could smell it. Like, I know how this room smells. And that's great. That's exactly what we want. All right. Let's go to that flashlight really quick. The flashlight color is wrong. Let's do orange. Son of a bee. We're out of space. Yep, flashlight looks great now. It was like a white color. Now it looks awesome. Whoa, you scared me. Sorry, I'm just thinking. Thinking about that one, actually. This one I didn't scale, and I should have scaled it in Blender. Apply. Okay, that's good. Come on. Fine. I'm fine. It's not the best, but mission accomplished. The truth is, guys, we could thicken these up. Because I think my big problem with them is they're not thick. Right? So if we added a stroke to them on the outside, it might look a little bit better. Right? So let's rasterize the layer style. I believe they're masked in there, which is good. That might look a little bit better. Come on, Unity. You've got this. Ah, looks a lot better now. All right, guys. That's great news. We did great today. If we put that there, how gross would it look? How fun. What a disgusting little mess this is. Can you guys just smell this place? And that's the goal, my friends. The goal is to be able to smell the game. That's what I've been telling Felipe. Ultimately, I want to be able to smell it. If I can't smell it, we're not there yet. I know what this smells like. It's got like, there's cotton candy coming down the halls. Like this hall right here. I'm like, why do I smell cotton candy? And like there's some popcorn. There's pop, but it's stale. But then there's just blood and like dusty old Baptist church smell. It's a mixture of old, dirty, nasty walls and sweets. That's what it smells like. You don't see the dust particles? Look, there's dust everywhere. There's one. Oh, let's blow his head off. You guys want to get a grand finale? Where are you? Oh, why are you over here? Okay. Ooh, I like this door. That's why I love working with the team. There's always updates, and you're like, oh, that looks cool. I didn't see that. It's not just all about you, you know, trying to get the game done. I want to go in there. Let's go in there really quick. Do you hear that? See, remember when we did this sound? Isn't that fun? I love this level. What a cool, unique concept. I love it. The ever-changing hotel. Right? Okay, let's see if we can find that lever. And it opens that. Obviously, this hasn't been edited yet, guys. Ooh, that's cool. What's down here? Whoa. That scared me. There's a portal down there that I couldn't see. That's cool. Oh, what a fun level. You know, it's definitely got like movie theater vibes too. So I'm having a blast, guys. Wow, like what a cool little game that we're working on here. By the way, guys, remember there might be 5 seats left to join full-time game dev. 50% off, and it does support the channel. But more importantly, it does support you in your future. I can honestly say that because I have 3,500 students who love the program. And by the way, if you're a student, let us know in the chat, and I'll say hello to you. And be honest, and let us know what you think about the program. Seriously, in the chat, that's totally fine. Lord Grimm went full time recently, and so did, and that's Miss Cloud Games. So you can find them on Twitter. They didn't just quit their job; they actually quit their job with funding. That's what I teach. But I also teach how to make 2D games and 3D games, and also 2D art and 3D art, taught by a developer who's actually in the trenches. And that's why this course is a premium course. That's why it matters. That's why I believe it's a great course. So be sure to click the link below, 50% off, but for today only. We've got 16 hours left, and then it's over. I'll talk to you guys later. Thanks for hanging out. Cheers. Get over here. Get down. Hey, thanks for watching. By the way, if you haven't downloaded that free 2D game kit below, click below. It's my treat to you. I used this game kit to make a game for PewDiePie in 14 days, and I actually got to play it with him in front of his audience, which was really cool. This game kit is totally free. It's my treat to you, and you can use it however you want. You can make a commercial game and make $1 million off this game kit. I don't care. Or you could just use it for a hobby project. It's my treat to you. And by the way, if you haven't clicked like, that would mean a ton to me. Hit subscribe. And also, this is important, hit that notification bell. Here's why. If you get notified of when I'm live, you can watch me make my next game, and let me know in the chat what you think about the game or any ideas you have, and you might just show up. Your chat might just show up in the next video that I upload. All right, I'll talk to you later. Bye.